Okay, if we're going to join the battle for food, there's a few things we need to know, and here are 10 of them. So 10 things we need to understand, and 10 things we can do ourselves to help save the NHS. The government is not really interested. At the moment, they just want to use your money in a bottomless pit that does not function in certain areas and that needs reform on a large scale. So we must take the power of us to save it ourselves. The biggest issues dragging down the National Health Service are related to food-created illness. Examples are obesity, diabetes, cancer, all sorts of autoimmune disease and cardiovascular problems. The first thing to do is understand that fats are important to our very survival. They make up cell membranes, and you know when this happens? Yes, in the womb. We need a Stone Age balance of fats to build resilient and flexible cell walls. Secondly, this special balance is not available in the Western diet, and even if it was, food labelling is designed so you cannot find it. Thirdly, saturated fat, example butter, dripping, duck fat, goose dripping, ghee or coconut oil, are not harmful to you. They do not cause cardiovascular problems of any kind. These are the fats you need to use at high temperature, roasting or frying, etc. Fourth, and most important, never roast or fry with any kind of oil. Do not take any notice of those who tell you it is the right thing to do. It is not. It damages the oil, so the Stone Age body does not know what to do with it. Fifth, oil is used by the body as part of the oxygenation process. Unadulterated oil speeds the process and the blood is well oxygenated and gets to the cells where oxygen heals and protects you. Sixth, use all oil as dressing. Dip your bread in it. Pour it on your food after cooking, for instance pasta or vegetables. Seventh, having read the first 6, you would probably like to know what it is about oil that is so important. Well, it's about the balance between omega-3 and omega-6. Omega-9, which is olive oil, is unimportant because, unlike the other two, it can be made in the body. Around 83% of the Western world is deficient in omega-3, but has maybe 15, 20 or even 5 times more omega-6. So where does all this illness promoting fat come from? Well, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, soya oil and corn oil are the major sources. These oils are described as mono or polyunsaturated, and you have been told they are healthy for you. This is completely untrue because all oils are not the same. And the thing you must know is how much omega-3 and how much omega-6 is in the product. You also need to know how the oil has been treated. Has it been heated or even partially hydrogenated? Eighth, omega-3 is the raw material for the body to make prostaglandins that create anti-inflammatory hormones. That's why it's good for your joints. On the other hand, omega-6 makes prostaglandins for pro-inflammatory hormones. Well, at the very start, actually, omega-6 also is anti-inflammatory, but as soon as it gets above this 1-to-1 balance, that's when it starts making the pro-inflammatory ones. So you can see why balance is so important, and the balance we need is 1-to-1 omega-3 to 6. Ninth, armed with this information, you do not need me to spell out how many of our diseases begin with inflammation. You know it yourself. So let's work together to make change happen. 10th, now you have some information to help you decide how to use fats. Don't forget how damaging sugar is. So cut out the fizzy drinks and try to reduce sugar in everything.